Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. Wanted to bring you guys an update on Litecoin. If you guys could like, subscribe, all that, I really appreciate it. It helps us out. So guys, you can see we got a lot of overhead resistance here, and that's what I wanted to put into perspective here is how important moving averages are in terms of support and resistance. And you can see how we've just been riding them here. So what we have for our overall resistances or our moving averages, we have a 12 EMA, which is in the green. We have a 26 EMA, which is in the purple. And then we have a 20 EMA, which is in the red. And in my opinion, the 20 EMA is one of the best ones that you can use in cryptocurrency. I feel like that's one that it just really obeys a lot of the time. Price action does. So guys, you can see all three of them up here, and this is on the daily chart. All three are acting as resistance on Litecoin right now. And that has been the case since roughly May 11th or so. You can see when we had that run up that they were underneath, and that was really important. Then once we broke support, we've just been under them now for, almost 2 months. So it is time for us to make a little bit of a move, guys. But what we have on the daily now, we're going to zoom in a little bit just so you can see. So here's our low right here, around $72. Then we came up, we had our high, and now what we're trying to do, it's very close, but we're trying to keep that higher low here. So what we need to do is come up, make a lower high, since most likely we won't have the steam to make a higher high. We need to make a lower high here, another higher low, and then attempt to get past this right here, which is our resistance around $90. So $90 is our resistance due to the price, and then we also have these moving averages which act as resistance. And you can see each time when we try to pop up through them, they kind of just reject us, and we kind of get those shooting star patterns. And then our RSI down here, we have been at 35, which is not very strong, guys. And then here's how we've just been kind of trending that you can see. So what we want to do is wait till we pop up out of that line, and that's going to be a really big deal for us. Guys, and then here's our overall line. I'm going to get rid of these moving average for us. The overall downtrend that we need to break. We'll do it in 3 different ways. So we had our tweezer tops up here. And then here would be our resistance. And you see we broke out slightly. And when we broke out slightly, we came up, made a run. And now we're trying to make that lower high. And then we can see if we can come up and make that higher high, which is important. That's how the trend changes, guys, and we can't change the trend until that happens. So we have that one to look out for, and this is what happened before, so we always want to go off past history. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So we'll go from up here. Then when we broke out of this, guys, right there, then we had that little run. And that's what we want here, to continue a little run, because it also happened over here. So let's go off the top. Just like that. And when we broke out of that, we had a little run up. So as you can see, they've been getting smaller, guys. So we had that run up, which went from roughly, let me get my magnet off here, it'll be a little easier for us. So roughly from $100 we went down to 100 or so, all the way back up to 250. Then we went from 250 down to 110, back up to 185. Then we've went down to that 72, and now we're at about 76. So we're due for a little bit of a run-up, guys. And you can also see on this as well how it keeps getting smaller. So here's our major run-up, then it was smaller, and just kept going. So keep that in mind, guys. Trend lines are really, really important. Then our overall trend line, that would be wonderful to break out of that. I feel like we would really make a move. When it does happen, is this one right here. You see, we're really close. I mean, we've kind of gotten through it here, just kind of moving. But typically, guys, you get that nice big burst coming out of here, and I could see us testing that 180 again. But it's obviously going to take some time because there's also like macro Fibonacci tracements that we have to deal with. So let's do one of those, see where we're at. Guys, I'm going to take it from the last big fall that we had. It was around this $36 before we started to make that run up. So we've broken through the 786. I mean, this is really deep, guys. We're in between the 1 and the 786 here, so probably around that 0.886, somewhere right in that range. But now coming back up, that's going to be overhead resistance that we have to deal with as well. And guys, we can't get out of this without good volume. That's the key. Okay? Volume is the absolute key. See, when those volume sticks came in and when this volume stick came in and started making that run, I mean, the volume has just been tapered down immensely. So really keep your eye on that. I want to check our Bollinger Bands while we're at it. And you guys tell me what you're doing. Are you buying, selling, just holding? All right, so our Bollinger Bands are getting a little tighter here, guys. And when they do constrict like that, you're going to have a break to the upside or the downside typically. So there's that. We even have that middle band that's playing overhead resistance for us. So keep that in mind. We're almost at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands here. And typically when you do hit that bottom, we'll have it. So you see we have a little hit here, and then we had a little run up. You get a little hit here, a little run up. Hit the bottom here, run up. So we'll have to see, guys. This has just been a tough market. There's not a ton of trades to make right now. Then here's our MACD on the 1 day, which we are up above. And we made that cross on July 1st, it looks like. Then we had that little tiny run up that we had. Our histogram's still in the positive, but we were starting to go down a little bit, so keep your eye out on that. Guys, that's about all I have for you right now. I mean, there's nothing too crazy. It's just more so about being patient. And, you know, a lot of people didn't think we would break this here. That 107, 108, that was our previous lows. And you can see we've just had more legs down. And that's how it happens, guys. You get that drop, you get a little leg up like a bear flag, then you drop back down. Which this one hasn't done that breakthrough $72 yet all the way back down. So hopefully this is where we can put sort of that bottom in. We need to put in a bottom so we can move up. Okay, guys? So keep that in mind. If you could like, subscribe, all that, I really appreciate it. It's fun to be here with you, and I'll continue to go over some other coins as well. You know, Litecoin's one of my favorites, and I think it's going to do great, but, you know, it's just one of those times the whole market itself really isn't doing a ton besides a select few, or when they said that Coinbase was going to add those 5. Typically, guys, you get a pump, and then it kind of wears out, and the price will come back to normal in a couple days. Excuse me. It'll come back to normal in a couple days unless Bitcoin really starts to make a run. Then it'll continue in that positive run. But when Bitcoin's not moving, guys, or it's going down, coins will have some good news. They'll get a quick pump, and then people will take that pump, sell off, and then it's move on to the next one. So just keep that in mind. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you for everything.